Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. If you're not already in the CoinsKid Premium membership, then please do so, okay? For a minimal $18 a month through the Me link here on this particular tweet and equally on CoinsKid.com, you get all this amazing content. Now, people have been in the Discord for quite a long time and have made a lot of money, okay? Going short, going long. We have an amazing team in there posting daily content, answering questions, chart requests, so on and so forth. And we do live streams in there as well. There's so much content in there, you know, it's so much value for your book. In my opinion, if I wasn't in the CoinsKid crew, if I wasn't providing this content, this would be my primary subscription involved in crypto. I think this is an amazing offer, okay? I think it's an amazing community. I'm not saying that because I built it and I'm proud of it. I'm just saying it because I think it is. I think it's an amazing community, and people in there are finding such a higher level of education, you know, aside from the content I post on the videos every day. This is just an amazing community, and I'm so proud of it, that you know, the community that we've created right here. So for a measly $18 a month through the Me setup right here, you get lots of educational crypto content. You get Discord access, lots of amazing sections, live streams, and an amazing team posting fantastic around the clock content. You get 2 excellent trading view indicators and more to follow. I'm developing some more indicators for the CoinsKid crew right there. You get CoinsKid.com access, crypto heat map, crypto zones, micro signals, macro signals, and more to come. You know, so I'm constantly developing that particular site right there. So I see some people charging thousands for less, and I do, honestly. You know, I'm not going to name any names, but there's some YouTubers out there and some communities that charge absolutely thousands for indicators that are nowhere near as good as the 2 that we've developed, okay? Get involved. We have made it affordable for all. We hate seeing people get ripped off, and this is why I've made it affordable for all. It's just a minimal subscription for this amazing community that you can be a part of and take advantage of. So we've got people in there that have been paying attention, they've been looking at the posts we've been posting prior to the pump, which I knew was coming, and I kept telling you data not emotion, and have made lots and lots of money, okay? And looking at the altcoin setups that we're posting many moons ago, okay? So it's all good. Get yourself involved in the CoinsKid Premium membership. The links are on CoinsKid.com and in each and every single video description, okay? So taking a quick look at the DXY then, unless we have, you know, I'm not a permable, all I'm doing, please remember this, okay? All I do is relay the data to you, and you do with that what you want, okay? I'm not a permable, permabear, there's no bias here. You know, if the tides change, if we lose structural support, I'll relay that to you. At the moment we've not. So I think the only thing that could change here for Bitcoin and stop it in its path is some kind of catastrophic event in crypto. Is it Binance collapse? I know people talk about that all the time. Is it Tether collapse? People talk about that all the time. So it would take something quite significant, in my opinion, for the collapse of crypto and Bitcoin at this point, in my opinion, okay? Because, you know, we're above all key levels of structure and support at the moment, and this is what I relay to you on a daily basis. The 20-week EMA is so significantly important for Bitcoin to maintain that support in an uptrend, and that's exactly what it's done, you know. I did relay that message to you way back last year, where, you know, when it was coming up, I think it was around about November, wasn't it? It was coming up at the same time this was coming up into this resistance pain just there of this falling, basically the rising bearish channel. The DXY, it broke down and back tested that resistance. At this point here, you know, we did get the close. I can show you because I remember it really well, okay? We got the close down here below the 20-week EMA just there. Do you see that? We lost the 20-week EMA at this point, and we back tested resistance in a death cross on this trend line. So I said to you, that's a very bullish statement for Bitcoin. But unfortunately, like I said to you at the time, you know, I can't predict anything. I don't know if there's a black swan around the corner or whatever, just like I'm relaying to you right now. You know, at that point we dropped. Why did we drop? Just as Bitcoin was about to close above its 20, as this was losing its 20 as support, we dropped from the 3 drops. Look at that, we dropped. Bitcoin collapse. Why? Because of the FTX fallout. Okay, some kind of black swan. It was swiftly followed with what I thought was coming at this point, okay, where this breaks down into the new year and Bitcoin rises, basically an inverse correlation. Now we've got that, you know, so we've had this monumental move to the upside for Bitcoin. Look at that, okay, and ever since then we've been in a correction. You could look at this some kind of 1, the 2, the 3, the ABC 4, the 5, okay, and then you come in some kind of A wave, your B wave, and your C wave. You bottomed, and right now this is the emergence of a monster wave 3. Now, like I said to you, okay, if you can identify the top of the C wave, basically the beginning of the C wave for the DXY, this is going to be one of the best opportunities I've ever given you for Bitcoin and for altcoins. And so far, so good. The Bitcoin and altcoin market right there, the crypto market, is absolutely bolted like a boss in this potential wave 3. So going forward, I only see one thing that could ruin the party, basically. It is some kind of black swan. So at the minute, I'm a buyer, not a crier, okay? I think that Bitcoin's looking really impulsive. We've got CAS that's looking really impulsive. A lot of people moaned about that yesterday, that video, but I'm just showing you opportunity, because even from yesterday's video, on its way to that 2 fib right there, it's still up 18% from that video yesterday. So it's flying, okay? And these are the opportunities that I, you know, show you. you. I know it's a Bitcoin video, but I do try and drop little nuggets in for you. I've been dropping nuggets in for you to Discord for a very long time to get involved and take advantage right there. I do get a lot of trolls, a lot of negativity, but a lot of people are paying attention to the data, not emotion, and they are making a lot of money in this space. So I'm really, really proud of that. Okay, I'm really, really pleased for you. So right now, just respecting the data, not emotion. In theory, this should be the start for the DXY of a monster C wave drop, which in theory is the fuel and the power for the big wave 3. And this is something I've been relaying to you for a very, very long time. So at the minute, given the data that we're looking at here, we should just be respecting the data unless something happens in the chart, some kind of black swan, some kind of unforeseeable black swan event. I think Bitcoin's on its way to the all-time highs, and I've spoken about this scenario for so long that I think that this particular chart, the DXY, is the clue. Okay, and this is why I've been able to ride it so well, because I think at this point here, this has been an A wave, this has been a B wave, okay, and this is the C wave. And like I said to you, for so long, when we come up like this, if we could identify the top of the C wave, this is the golden opportunity, okay, to get back involved in crypto. If you're sitting on your hands, this is the golden opportunity. So in theory, if I'm correct, right, and we've got this massive monumental blow off top in the S&P 500, we're forming a right shoulder now, which I've gone through with you so many times. We've got an equities blow off top in S&P 500. In theory, risk and Bitcoin should go with that. I don't see why it wouldn't, unless there's a black swan. Okay, so please, pay attention to the data, not emotion. I know people out there still calling for 20k, 10k, things like that. Obviously, anything can happen, but the only way I see that is for Bitcoin. It doesn't make me a bias, perma bull, perma whatever. I'm just relaying the data. The only way I see that at the moment, that Bitcoin falls with the DXY is just like it did just there, a black swan event. But please remember, if it does fall, it's an opportunity, isn't it? Because I know last year when it was falling, it never felt like opportunity, but it was. It really, really was. Okay, so what I'm expecting here for the clues within this chart, and I've been going on about this for a very long time, as you're fully aware, I think we've got a final fifth wave missing of a larger cycle here for Bitcoin, okay? And I think we're in it, basically. And I think right now we're in the third wave of it. So what I'm looking at is a monumental move to the upside in this third wave. I'm looking at potential break of the all-time high. And at that point, we'll have a big, macro ABC correction come back, and then we'll make another high basically at the final fifth wave. So far so good. And I think that this particular leg that we've got right now, just like this drop here and this continuation into the year, if this does this and continues to come down and sweeps this low, this is your C wave. This was the opportunity right here, and this is something I kept relaying to you, because I think that what we've got for the DXY in confluence of Bitcoin right now, we've got some kind of ABC here. This is the A wave, this is a B wave, and this is your C wave coming all the way down. So like I said to you in recent videos, I think that this qualifies as a dead cat bounce for the DXY, because what you've done, you've got this thrust down, you've come all the way back up into 0.5 fib, and right now you're dropping. Okay, so that's some kind of dead cat bounce for the DXY. And I was looking at that video a few months ago, and I was relaying that message to you that the DXY qualifies as a dead cat bounce and Bitcoin doesn't. And really is simple. So we'll take a look at the Bitcoin on the macro in a moment, but one thing we've got to remember here, the DXY currently is below its bull market support, the weekly 20 EMA, okay, and Bitcoin is currently above it, so the inverse correlation is still there. Let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now and see what we can see, okay? So taking a look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, at the moment, I think we are in the cusp of a major third wave to the upside. And, I've been looking at this for a very, very long time. Obviously, we're going to run into resistance along the way, and everyone's going to start piling shorts and things like that, thinking Bitcoin's about to collapse. But, this is typical of a wave 3. So at the moment, I'm trying to find any reasons in the chart, macro time frames, to give you the warning shot signals that, we need to exit our positions. But at the minute, still holding strong from way back here when we closed above a 20-week EMA. Look at that, the bullish signal right there, which I relayed to you at the time. We're still looking to, march up the stairs and get up here basically of this cycle. So what I think we've got here for Bitcoin, I've gone through this so many times, that we're not done in this particular cycle. I think that this has been a bigger cycle from this point here, from this bear market bottom in 2018. I think we've had a massive cycle here, okay, for Bitcoin that's not done. And what we've got is this final phase here, a massive impulsive move that's just coming up, okay, into this area. I'm going to look at them particular areas in a moment with you. But I think within this cycle here, you can clearly see that, that we're still within this. And this is why I didn't jump into, the 12k, the 10k projection, because I was looking at this particular scenario that we've got this big irregular ABC which bottomed just there, and right now we're in the final fifth wave. And this is the count I've had for a very long time, that we've got a 1, 2, this is a 3, this is your 4, this is your final fifth wave of a bull market, basically, a larger degree, a larger cycle. So for example, here was not a bear market, it was a corrective phase of a larger market, okay, a bull market basically. This was not a bear market, although obviously it is, because of correction and things like that. But typically, if this was a bear market for Bitcoin, we should not be looking at an all-time high until 4 years after the previous top. Basically, we shouldn't really be looking at an all-time high roughly around about 4 years after the previous one, okay. So boom, look at that. So you've got December 2016, 2017, and then we've got November 2021, so 4 years basically. So in theory, we should not be looking at an all-time high for Bitcoin until from 2021, 2025. So we've got to stretch this all the way out to there, for that's the new high for Bitcoin. But in my opinion, what Bitcoin's doing right now, it is potentially putting in an all-time high before that and before the halving. And this is a theory I've had for a very long time, that the halving doesn't actually affect the price of Bitcoin, although people do think that. So I think that what we've got is a monumental bull market that started way back here, and we've got this final fifth wave missing of this cycle. So again, we have done this before, okay, but we've done this in a more compressed time scale, okay, and I've gone through this so many times with you before that I think that this is the final fifth wave, and the emergence of that initially would be seeing a wave one, and that's exactly what we've got. You want to see 5 waves. After 5 waves down, we've got the 1, we've got the 2, we've got the 3, we've got the 4, we've got the 5. Then we had the ABC zigzag like this. Well, ABC flat, I do apologise, ABC flat, and right now, in theory, if I'm correct, okay, and this is the formation of a final fifth wave, we should be in a third wave right now. We should be respecting that, somewhere where we are is round about here, where we took all this resistance out, and boom, we're bolting in some kind of vertical to the upside, which is going to take out the all-time high, the previous local high, and then boom, make some, basically. So right now, we could be on the cusp of a major vertical here for Bitcoin, and people are just going to get completely caught off guard, expecting big crashes and rollovers and dips and, buying back at 20k, buying back at 15k and things like that. But them opportunities are not going to come, because this is a verticalness in the charts right now. And this is something I've been relaying to you for a very long time, that if this is a wave 3, it should just be going vertical, and it pretty much is, okay? It's escaping the velocity at a 20-week EMA. Like I said to you, at this point, if it does start to roll, there'll be warning shots, which I'll relay to you. But right now, so far, so good. We're starting to see some of the altcoins bolt. We're starting to see the DXY roll. We're starting to see the S&P 500 form the right shoulder of a massive inverse head and shoulders pattern. We're looking at some kind of blow off top here, and the clue is in the DXY. It really is simple, okay? So until we lose the structure and support for this, this is my projected target. I think that Bitcoin could actually make a new all-time high here, okay? So if we go from the bottom to the top, at the moment we are retracing, okay, and you can clearly see at the moment we're pushing up, we've smashed through these fibs. At the moment we're attacking the 0.618 golden ratio, so we've sort of gone beyond the 0.5 fib dead cat bounce scenario right now, haven't we, for Bitcoin, whereas the DXY has hit that right in a dollar and a cent, and it's rolling. So again, that's confidence to the fact that this is about to go vertical, and the DXY is about to drop like an absolute stone. And then what we've got here is a beautiful 1, ABC 2, 3, a regular ABC 4, boom, 5, final fifth wave, get out of crypto. Okay, so where's my target? So technically, my minimal target will be this particular level here, the 102, around about 100k. So at that point, I will most definitely, if we ever get up there, I will definitely look to lock in some profits on Bitcoin. Okay, so again, nothing I say is financial advice, but if I'm right, and so far the the counts, the waves, the moves here are sort of leading us down that path that I am at the minute, we should not be correcting below that anytime soon, because you can clearly see if we are in a wave 3, like I've always taught you, you go vertical. It's only when you start to fall below that boom, you've got your macro correction coming in. So again, this is why I relay to you that the bull market support, the CoinsKid bull market support, that we have to see maintain the support. Otherwise, if we lose it and close below that, it leads to a macro correction. It's simple. It's the 20-week EMA. So the current bull market support for the CoinsKid crew right now for Bitcoin is 30413. Okay, really simple. So where has Bitcoin done this before in a similar cycle? Okay, so like I said to you, I think that this cycle is just playing out exactly like it has before. For example, off its first impulsive move from the bear market bottom to the previous high, you can clearly see we tapped the 1618 and we're coming for the big ABC. Okay, on the way up we came up into the 702 786 fib, retraced, had a correction, come back down and bolted in monster wave 3. Okay, we've done all this before in a previous cycle, which was just more squash, and I've gone through this with you. Okay, so a sort of 2-peak cycle right here. Let me show you. So if we go back to this particular cycle here, we've got this bear market. Okay, so take a look at this. We've got the monster bear market, and from that point just there, we came all the way back up in this cycle. Okay, we got to the 786 fib, tapped it, come back, and then again we got to the 1618 fib right there, came back in an ABC correction, but eventually got to the 2.272 fib. So this was a 2-part bull run. Okay, so just there, like the wave count I've shown you, you've got some kind of 1, there's a 2, there's a monster 3, 4, 5. So this cycle here is no different from this cycle here that we're actually in, but it's just longer. Do you understand? So this is something I've been looking at, that this is the final phase of a larger bull market. Okay, so I wish everyone the most luck. For me, dips are for buying, not necessarily for crying. We'll try and zoom in on Bitcoin tomorrow with you. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Bye bye.